business trip.
Did the people move around?
It does tingle a little bit. All right, everybody, it's top 3 time. We got Peter with Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel. Every one of my screens is going to be wrong now because your little thing is a different size now. Okay.
Yeah, because you were chopping it all up.
I know, I'm chopping it all up because I wanted to make it look nice. Now it looks nice, it looks better. Wookiee's back, Chewbacca, hey Chewie. So if you haven't been with us for top 3 before, thanks for joining us. These are pretty awesome. We have a lot of fun with these. It is a random draw question, comment, category from the Disney parks, and we come up with our top 3 in 20 seconds. So, and it's not,
I got him.
You're not your favorite thing to do it. Not so scary, since we have not so scary news. It is number 25 tonight, and number 25 is going to be
Your favorite things about a Disney park?
Okay. This could be an interesting one because there's not too many of these around. It is going to be your favorite places to watch the fireworks that aren't the Hub or Main Street. And you've got 20 seconds.
Planning your first trip and getting overwhelmed by all the details? Planning your next trip and just want some new suggestions on things you haven't tried? Contact me at Princess and the Mouse Travel, and I'd love to work with you planning your next trip to the most magical place on earth.
You can contact Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel on Facebook at PATM Disney Travel. All right. This one is interesting.
I'm ready.
Peter's ready. Peter, what is your number 3?
My number 3 for this is on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Nice.
Yeah, or Splash Mountain when Splash Mountain comes back. But as we've talked about before, if you understand the fireworks, it is actually, so the castle has projection on it. And then back behind it, where PhilharMagic and the Princess Fairy Tale Hall buildings are, there's a bunch of shooting points for all the little stuff that kind of gets, 40, 50 feet into the sky. And then the rest of the stuff, the big shells launch from industrial buildings back behind Tom Sawyer Island across the road from there. And so if you can kind of time it and get on Big Thunder Mountain or Splash Mountain, some of my favorite firework memories are like going along Splash Mountain as fireworks are going up and then coming over the big hill and kind of seeing the fireworks coming up from the castle, fireworks over here, splashing down on one of our favorite rides. Big Thunder Mountain is the same idea because there's so many lift hills and it's a really long roller coaster. So you can be on that roller coaster for a solid, few minutes. And then as you kind of come out, you're kind of standing there with a nice vantage point of the big shells off to your left in a relatively not crowded area. So I am going to say on the Frontierland rides.
There you go.
Is one of my favorite places to watch the fireworks that isn't in the hub.
There you go. I'm going to be in the back of the park as well for my number 3, and I'm going to be more towards like back by Be Our Guest. So yes, you miss most of the projections for the show, but you can actually watch the fireworks because of where they shoot up from over the Beast Castle instead of over Cinderella Castle. So it gives a really cool different vantage point. And then if you are there for one of the special shows, one of the holiday shows, especially 4th of July and New Year's Eve, they do the projections all the way around the castle, and the fireworks are 360 degrees, so you get fireworks all around you anyway. So being back there isn't a bad idea. Now, one thing that they will do is they basically shut down the area from the carousel up to the castle for those lower ground level fireworks that Peter was talking about. So you're going to have to be back behind there And it gets kind of crowded in that area because people don't know what the hell's going on and that kind of stuff. So it does get kind of congested back there. But it's a really cool area to get a very different vantage point. And it gives you kind of that out, especially if the park's open later than the fireworks, to get to some of those rides in the back. Say It's a Small World and Haunted Mansion, or, the Little Mermaid ride, and ride those really quick after the fireworks get out. So my number 3 is going to be kind of in that back area by Be Our Guest to watch the fireworks. So let's go ahead and let's get to our number 2s. But before we get to our number 2s, let's talk about, if you have an idea for this segment of our show, go to the website. It's down at the bottom right now. It is patm.wixsite.com. patmdisneytravel.wixsite.com/planning. And up in the top right corner there is an info box that you can type in your suggestion for the show. And as far as the show goes, I know that we haven't posted the actual top 3 segment in a little while. We've been doing a lot of the Disneyland Paris content on the YouTube channel. But all of our content from the show, the last 3 shows, is going to be up over the next 3 weeks. So starting next Friday, we will be putting up the Irrational Fear episode.
That's a good one.
The breakfast episode, and then the dark ride episode, I think, is the other one. Those are the 3 that we've got going up. So Peter, what's your number 2 area to watch the fireworks outside of the hub?
Polynesian's Pool.
Nice. You could go with Polynesian Beach too. I mean, anywhere over there is pretty awesome.
Yeah, but the pool's cooler.
Yeah.
Because then you're in the pool. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, so right, like perfectly across the lagoon from the castle at like a straight on vantage point is the Polynesian Beach and Polynesian Pool area. And they pipe the music in. So what you'll get if you're staying at that resort is, it's funny because about 15 to 20 minutes before the fireworks, the beach will just crowd with people, which is why I've chosen to remain in the pool looking out rather than trying to like get my wet body into the sand and have sand in all sorts of crevasses. And yeah, I intentionally mispronounced it.
I was going to say, you skirted around that really well.
Yeah, crevasses. Yeah. Right. So I'll just hang out in the pool, let the music pipe in. But it is really, really cool to see the fireworks from a really far vantage point. It's like a fun thing to still see if you can spot Tinkerbell because they'll be going across. So really, really cool vantage point though. And you still get the music, which is wonderful. You get the soundtrack, you still get kind of the experience, but you're not elbow to elbow. Oh my gosh, on spring break, I got a spot in the hub. We stayed in the hub, but then leaving there, we had to get to Tron. And we were on the left-hand side of the hub.
Uh-huh.
And we had to get to Tron.
That doesn't work.
Holy cow. That was... I understand how salmon feel. Yeah, that was...
Just keep swimming.
Yeah, I basically told everybody, like I had Addie, and then I basically said, everybody, we're meeting at the popcorn cart by the Tomorrowland Bridge. Get there, protect yourself.
Save yourself.
Crazy. Like even my son, I was like, find me at the bridge. Like, you're 13, you'll survive.
Yeah, so my number 2, I could go a couple of different ways. I don't know where you're going to go with your number 1, so I'm going to go with the People Mover. Now the People Mover, great, slow-moving ride, goes through Tomorrowland, but a couple times it peaks out and you get these fantastic views of the castle. It's just one of those places where you can get some really, really just awesome looks at the fireworks if you time it right. But if you time it wrong, you kind of miss everything and it kind of sucks. But, you kind of still get the People Mover ride, which is nice by itself. But it's a really cool vantage point. It's over to that right side of the castle, and just like I said, it just kind of gives you a different vantage point to check out the castle from. You're a little bit higher, and it's really nice to just have that relaxing ride and be away from all the people. And again, you're in another good spot to where you can get off the people mover, you can do Space Mountain, you can go up and do Tomorrowland Speedway and that kind of stuff. Either while people are watching the fireworks or right after the fireworks, and try and beat the crowds there. So, no, my number 2 is going to be on the people mover. So, let's go ahead and let's get to our number 1s. And before you say your number 1, why don't you tell people where they can find you?
Right here, 7:15, Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Not really. It's golf season.
Yeah.
We've gotten lucky twice in a row. Yeah. So over on Facebook, I'm trying to see if the scrollers are up right now, but I don't see
there
them.
It is.
Oh, here they come. No. Well.
At PATM
right there,
Disney Travel.
That Facebook one down there on the right underneath me.
Yes.
Yeah. If you go and check that out, you'll see my page. You'll see some client reviews and things along those lines, which I have some new clients that I need to remind to go and do that because they've all taken trips in the last 3 to 4 months. But yeah, from there, you'll be able to click message, and messaging me on Facebook Messenger will receive a relatively prompt reply. And from there, we'll schedule a meeting. We'll exchange some more contact information. We'll get a sense of what you want to do. You can also go to there and fill out the vacation request form. That allows you to share with me when you want to go and a little bit more about your party dynamics, which we can take care of in a few messages on Messenger, or if you fill out that form, I will jump straight to communicating with you about scheduling the meeting, because you've already answered some of my initial feeler questions, because I have a sense of who you are and what your group is and when you want to go. So
yep.
Come and find me. And I would love to help you work out your magical trip, whether it be Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Paris, Tokyo, Hong Kong, Shanghai,
Disney Cruise,
Adventures by, all of it.
Yeah. Alani.
Oh yeah, Alani. Yeah.
Okay, number 1.
Vero Beach. Oh, sorry. Okay, here we go.
We can't see the fireworks from Vero Beach.
You cannot see the fireworks from Vero Beach. So I am actually going to do the most recent spot, but obviously you have to have you either have to be in the club or you gotta have somebody take you up who's in the club. So that Disney Vacation Club patio, if you are staying on contract points, you can go over to Bay Lake Tower, show them your DVC membership, and they will put you in an elevator, send you up to the very, very top. And it was awesome because there's several there's a bunch of seating area, your concrete wall from the park. The vantage point is really, really cool because you've got Space Mountain and Tron, and then back behind them, which are nice and lit up. Then you have the castle, and then the fireworks are launching kind of back to the right of all of that. And so you just have, it's a really amazing vantage point to be up that high, to be kind of eye level with all of the fireworks. I don't want to steal yours because you might say a similar spot.
I had a pivot, so I'm good.
Oh, you're not saying so. You could also achieve a similar kind of vantage point by booking a California Grill reservation later in the evening. If you have a California Grill reservation, I think after like 5 p.m., you are entitled to come back up, go out to the outdoor balcony area. Similar view, like here was, like if Magic Kingdom is there, right? It's right there.
Yeah.
Right? Like one, and then the other one is like they're kind of like right next to each other, looking in towards
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom and seeing the fireworks. So really, really cool vantage point, whether you do California Grill or can get a DVC member to take you up or are a DVC member. If you have not done the Top of the World Lounge, it is a really, really cool place to watch the fireworks.
And, you know, theme park view rooms at the Contemporary. Theme park view rooms at basically any of the hotels, you can get a view of it. But theme park view rooms at the Contemporary, very similar view. You know, we stayed there in 2018 and did that trip. And we were on the 7th floor and had a fantastic view of the fireworks the first night we were there. So, no, yeah, any of those over at the Contemporary is great. I'm going to be out in that area as well. But I'm going to say let's do the fireworks cruise on the Seven Seas Lagoon. And that's just a great add-on event. You know, you've got the dessert parties inside the park, whether you can have the dessert party during the fireworks, before the fireworks, after the fireworks, whatever. And then you have that Tomorrowland Terrace dessert party and that special viewing area for the people that are before and after. Great thing, but the cruises are really cool because they take you out on pontoons. It's a small party. You have snacks there with you and desserts and that kind of stuff, and you basically watch the fireworks from outside of the front entrance. Now, you don't get a great view of the castle, but you get to see the fireworks over the main entrance and all that, and it's still really, really cool. So, you know, if you're looking for one of those cool add-ons that you've never done before, think about doing like a fireworks cruise or something like that, because those are fantastic. I know we had a work trip down there that they did fireworks cruises for all the families, and those were just absolutely awesome. So, no, that is my number one. I'm going to stay out in, and it's amazing how many times we went outside of the park for this one, because there's a lot of good vantage points for the fireworks, all the shows outside of the parks. So if you kind of know where you are in relationship to the parks, you might be able to see. I mean, like at Riviera, you can see Hollywood Studios and Epcot's fireworks.
Yeah, we love so Riviera, if you can get the check-in side, so you don't want a water view room, because if you get a water view room, you're going to be looking out at Caribbean Beach. You're not going to see really anything.
Yeah.
But especially if you can get, so from the front lobby, if I'm kind of standing at the front lobby looking out at like the car park area, to the left side towards the Skyliner station, you will have a fantastic view of the Epcot fireworks and an awesome view of the Magic Kingdom fireworks off in the distance.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was another spot that I was up in the air. I was like, boy, but that lounge was just so cool. But I was thinking about the Riviera rooms are fantastic to see 2 fireworks shows if you're back at the resorts.
And you can do the same thing at Topolino's too, with dinner reservations and going up to their viewing deck as well. So if you have a later dinner reservation, 5 p.m. or later, you can go back up to the Topolino's viewing deck and watch the Epcot fireworks from there, which is now Epcot Forever for who knows how long.
Epcot Forever for 4 months.
Yeah. Yay!
I'm thinking September 1st. New show's going to be ready September 1st, because that's when the 100 years of Disney shifts to Epcot.
That's exactly my thought as well. So we'll leave you guys with that.
Have it ready by September 1st.
Again, thank you guys all for watching the Top 3 episode. If you want to get in touch with us, at DPI Podcast on Facebook for me, at PATM Disney Travel on Facebook for Peter, and then for both of us, the website, patmdisneytravel.wixsite.com/planning. Thank you guys all for watching. We will see you next week. Bye now. Hey, thanks for checking us out today. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons to help out the channel. Also, if you're looking for some more Disney content, check this out. I think you're going to like it.